It was a great day. Not very often do you get the chance to play the fourth ranked and the top ranked team in the country and come out on top. And it was a long day because of the weather yesterday, but the kids, just did a phenomenal job. They were patient. They did everything that we talked about. You saw, especially in the second game, as close to what we believe Auburn softball should be. Phenomenal pitching, great defense, and timely hitting. So it's our recipe for success, and we talked about after the game as far as going out and doing that each and every day, practice, and no matter who's in the dugout, that's the type of game we got to play. And if we can go out and play and have that type of pitching and that type of defense and get the timely hitting, hey, we're going to be awfully tough in postseason.
Okay, raise your hand and we'll get you a mic.
Well, Kaylee, we'll start with you. I guess since Corey gave you guys the quote-unquote talking to last week before Texas A&M, you became in the last 2 starts, you've had quite the outings, though. But just talk about your performance today and how strong you felt. You looked very strong out there.
Thank you. I've just been trying to trust myself more when I go out there and I try to do too much is when I struggle the most. So I've just kind of been relaxed and trying to get ground balls and let my defense do its job. And that's been my goal the last 2 weekends, and it's been working.
Were you getting tired of making every ground out play there in the first couple innings?
No, I actually like to field a lot, so when they come back to me, it's kind of my goal. But the last one where I hit Jay in the face wasn't my goal, but I was hoping that it would come back to me for the last out or for the strikeout because I wanted to end the game too.
Carlee, could you just talk about the home run? What kind of pitch you got?
I was kind of surprised because I had gone in with a plan knowing that in the series that we played Florida previously, earlier on in the year, I knew that she was Barnhill was trying to challenge me inside. And so I had, handled that pitch fairly well against her. And so I was like, all right, well, if I get that pitch again, I know what to do with it. But I was kind of thinking maybe something outside, I don't know. I was just thinking outside. But when I got that pitch, I just knew what to do with it. And I don't know, it was just all kind of a blur just because I was just trying to square up a ball as best I could. And I honestly think that I missed that home run. I don't even think I got all of it. So Barnhill definitely supplies a lot of the power for me, so I didn't really have to do too much.
Carlee, for you now, this is now 2 SEC tournaments in a row where you've come up with, at this point in the tournament, probably the biggest hit, and then obviously last year with you. Is it the SEC tournament or just you liking being in those big spots and thinking that you can come through on those?
I live for games like these. Frankly, I think that I love playing the game, period, but just there's something about these games when everything's on the line and we don't have a choice that there's no other position I'd rather be put in. Against the best teams in the nation, we lose and go home, if you don't win. So I love this time of year. It may not just be the SEC tournament, but it's just postseason period where there's not a tomorrow, so you got to give it all you got. And I think that that's really, where I thrive is I love when my back's against the wall.
Kaylee, we'll unfortunately go back to the inning where you maybe accidentally hit Jade with the eyeball. But at that point, though, it's the end of the game. They had a good part of their lineup coming in, and again, things could have went off the rails there a little bit. But your defense picked you back up. What did you say to Emily after she turned that double play there to get out of the inning?
Definitely thanked her and told her great job because having my defense make plays like that is what makes pitching so much easier for me. It's like a weight's lifted off my shoulder knowing that if I get the ground ball or I do what I'm supposed to do after I make a mistake or something like that happens, that they're going to get the out. It just makes us play as a team. So I think that's just great.
Kaylee, talk about just the moment being in this big a game. Is this kind of why you came here?
Yeah, this is exactly why I came here. I wanted to play in these big moments, and I wanted to compete against the top teams in the nation. And like Carlee said, she thrives in these situations, and I think that me, along with the rest of our team, do as well. So, yeah.
Any more questions? You guys are dismissed. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, right up front.
Is this the single best pitching performance that you guys have got this year?
We've had some really good ones, but it has to rate right up there. I mean, you look at the presence that she had in the circle, and that's one of the reasons why she's such a great pitcher, is that she goes out there and she competes. She's not a big strikeout type person, but when you have a defense that can play well behind her, she's going to win a lot of ball games, because she makes the opposition hit the pitches that she wants. And to me, that's the key to pitching. With Corey calling pitches and her working as hard as she did and having the command that she did, it's right there at the top.
Where does winning 2 games against top 4 teams in one day, where does that kind of stand as you look back?
Well,
It might have happened too many times.
No, I can agree with you there. I've been doing this for 40 years, and it has to rank right up there at the top as far as, the 2 caliber teams that we played in a single day and come out on top. I mean, again, it's the credit goes to these young ladies because of the way they played and the commitment. And again, I think a lot of it has to do with Kelsey Bogarts, who wasn't here but wanted to be here and would have been if she hadn't, hurt her knee. But you see the turtle in the dugout. You see the cheers, play for Kels or play for Turtle, and again, her presence is huge right now. And again, to get them to play the way they did for 2 games today has just been phenomenal. The credit goes all to them.
Is she here in town?
No, she came in yesterday, surprised the team, and but they had to fly back. She has rehab. She doesn't miss a day of rehab. Again, it's the commitment to the team, to her leg. She wants to get back out and walk, and she wants to be part of this. She'll be with us. I mean, through regionals, super regionals, and the College World Series. But she's got to get this initial rehab done so that she can do the things that she wants to do.
Clint, kind of going with Kelsey's performance, is that kind of a clinic on how to pitch to contact and with what she did over 7 innings, and how much guts does it take to do that when Florida's that dynamic offensively?
Well, if you look, she had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts, and she only gave up 4 hits. Well, I mean, they gave a hit on the one to the girl that hit Jade between the eyes. I mean, so that's 4 hits. I mean, against one of the top offenses in the country. I think it was a great demonstration of exactly that: pitching to contact, playing good defense. Again, when you're able to go out there and control the ball the way she did, it was phenomenal. I mean, she really did a great job, and you got to take your hat off to Corey. The pitch selection that he had, the confidence that he had in her, to call pitches, especially with that changeup, with 3 balls, and she's throwing it for strikes, or throwing the screwball in on people's hands. Those 2 really had a chemistry today and really worked very, very well.